To the mic, it's the Jeff and Jeffy flow. Adam and Matt hold it down with the vibe, you know. Frequencies crisp like bacon on a grill. Let Jeff cook, serving flavor, no chill. Go Jeff yourself, it's the phrase of the day. Tuned in worldwide, stretching airways to play. From static to the speakers, we breaking the mold. The Jeff and
Who's getting fired up?
Me. On the reels. Flipping cards like it's final. Matt drops the jokes, timing always on final. They and Don and the crew buzzing high, never low. Jeff the main man, set a stage in the glow. Clock tick, get fast, but the rhythm won't fade.
Little ham and eggs.
Jeff cook, taste makers hit the break. Go Jeff yourself, this is the anthem creed. The Jeff and Jeffrey show, giving all what you need. From the booth to your brain energy we relay. Keep it fresh, press play all day. Put your dials to 11, let the static go.
Yes, that was really good.
Jeffrey Show.
Who should be scared of a Jeffrey?
Welcome to the Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio. It is April 1st, 2025. It is April Fools. A bunch of fools hanging out here in Studio C of Saddleback Studios. It is currently 5:01, top of the 5 o'clock hour. And of course, I am your host, Captain Jeff, here to Jeff up your evening. And also, let me just cook. Let Chef Jeff cook. And of course, my two guests here. Again, Matt looking at me like I just farted or something. Mr.
I need to get that recipe. The pregame Del Taco's not doing anybody any favors in here, man.
We got Matt Mclaughlin and Mr. Adam Green, of course, here in the studio to just tear it up and rip it up after those Del Tacos.
It's gonna be 6 bathroom visits on this one, guys.
Well, I wanted to get into some. I have so many subjects to talk about, but we got some breaking news here.
It's time for some. Ooh, that's new. That's new. I like that. It's like Eyewitness News on 7 or whatever it is.
Well, this is gonna be a good one because guess what? Sydney Sweeney is single. Big time gossip news. I never do celebrity gossip news, but Sydney Sweeney, the big time. She's broken up after it's funny because she started seeing this guy in 2018, and she's like, now I'm too big of a star.
She's huge.
Too massive.
Star.
So she's broken up with this random dude that. Whatever.
Two massive
Later.
stars. Totally agree. She's single. She broke up with her fiance for they've been fiancés for about 2 years now, right? Or a year and a half or 2 years?
No, they've been 3 years.
3 years now?
But they've been seeing each other since 2018.
Yeah.
I didn't even know she was seeing anybody, but apparently she was.
I kind of don't buy any of it. I think it was all baloney anyway. It was another one of those just balonies. But yeah, she should be single. She doesn't know what she wants to do yet. How old is she? Is she like 25 or
27.
27? Okay, cool. Good for her. Go Sydney Sweeney.
That's about as much like celebrity gossip research I did of.
No, I know. Well, dude, she is a hot commodity. A lot of people like her. There's one movie that she did that was a super indie film. I don't know if anybody saw it in the entire planet, but it's one where she's playing the lady that kind of she lets out a bunch of secrets, like CIA secrets. I forgot what it is.
Oh,
do you remember
I don't know that one. No.
Oh, I gotta look up the name.
They're doing another season of Euphoria where she kind of got her start or like the big jump of
Yeah, no, this one's
power leveled up.
I'm gonna read the log line on it. But happy April International Fool's Day to everybody.
Yeah, I wish I had like some fool's jokes to do, but I don't have anything. Like even this is not this whole Sydney Sweeney thing is not an April Fool's. This was announced yesterday that they called off the wedding or she called off the wedding. She was just like, I'm not feeling it.
Dude, you know what's funny about, let me go to April Fool's because you were touching on it. Me and my wife do not prank each other at all. Like we're not into it. We don't think it's funny.
I hate pranks.
Yeah, we don't do it. It's a 0 at our house. So I literally just woke up and I go, it's pouring rain outside. And Lauren's like, no. And I go, April Fool's. That's the end of April Fool's. The jokes, the day has begun. It's over. The show is called Reality. It says
buy that for $1.
the movie was called Reality. It's a former American intelligence specialist was given the longest sentence for the unauthorized release of government information to the media about Russian interference in the 2016 United States elections via an email operation. Mclaughlin, you would love this. So like, it's so interesting because it's all these federal agents come to her house, and she's just some little lady in the middle of the Midwest, and she's like, "Hey, what's going on? What are you guys doing here?" She's playing super innocent the whole time, and then you realize that she actually leaked all this stuff on purpose because she goes, "Dude, because it's true. Like, you guys were doing this, and like these guys were, you sent the Russians this information on purpose." And like everybody got in trouble. You should totally check it out. It's
How
something
did she
that'll be
leak
up your
it?
alley.
Is this
She emails it to people.
Is this based off some true story?
It's a true story, dude.
Okay.
Go watch it. It's on HBO. It was awesome.
I feel like I saw that. Like
Yeah.
they keep on visiting her house and everything.
They are there, and they just keep pressuring her harder and harder,
Yeah.
and you can feel it by the way they're filming it, and it looks so cool. And the way they do it it's very interesting. I actually watched it twice, and her acting is miserable in it. But at the same time, the movie is so interesting. Oh, did I say that out loud? Can I say miserable on the radio?
So the story was so good that like
Yes.
even her acting didn't ruin
Yes.
the movie.
No joke. My mom watched it, and she was like, "That was really interesting." And I go, "I know." That's why I watched it again, because it was that good. Like, it was really cool. So yeah, Reality, because her first name's Reality. I don't know why.
That's a
And that's a
weird
real
name.
I know, and it's a real person, a real name. Her real name, the lady that got busted, was Reality. Anyways.
That's a good story.
Next segment. Good story, Hansel. Cool
Well, I was
story,
thinking
Hansel.
did you see Nora yet? Green, I asked Matt already. Did you see this yet?
I didn't, dude. I saw Mulan 2. And I saw Mufasa. And then I saw the newest episode of 1923. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Is there a second season? Is that what you're saying?
1923 is so good.
Yeah,
So
I didn't.
good.
I did. I liked. I was watching like a few episodes of that. I didn't continue because my Paramount ended.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How far? What did you?
I
get
think it was like
Paramount?
2
Landman?
episodes in.
Oh, because you got Landman.
Well, I just I usually do like the month by month subscription until. Like, it has to be a show that's what, like Netflix, I'm letting the shows build up, and then I subscribe for a month and just power through.
Here's a gnarly show that I watched, Adolescence. Did we talk about this last
Everybody's
week?
talking about it. It's like a whole one-shot episode, right?
4 episodes, 1 take each. And
British? It's British.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's Scottish. It's Scottish or Irish, isn't it?
I thought it was British. I could be wrong.
I think it's Scottish. It's about the influence of social media on younger kids in modern times, and how this kid in this movie, he pews or whatever you want to say. I don't want to say anything bad on the radio. So he takes care of this one girl, and he gets in big trouble for it, and it kind of shows you where he got this anger from, and where he feels like why he should be acting the way he is, why he thinks it's justified, and then he realizes what he's done, kind of thing.
What's it on?
HBO.
Okay.
I think it's HBO.
I thought it was Netflix, but like
Netflix. Yeah,
but
Netflix,
also kind of what the
Big Mac.
interesting part about it is it's all shot in one continuous shot.
4 episodes, 1 continuous shot. So they only give you like 4 glimpses of what's going on, but the story is told so well, it's ridiculous.
Are they doing any like the 1917 tricks where they like go behind a wall and then that's like a new scene, or are they actually not trying to hide it all and doing one continuous shot?
So they are doing continuous shots, and that's why the acting is so good, because you can't believe these people have
like a
these
play.
monologues and these dialogues memorized. But I guess there was one shot where they go through a window, and they used a little trick photography on this one. Like, that was, I guess there's a thing online you can watch how they go through a window. Like they used, I think, some wall like hole or something like that to keep it going. I don't know. It was gnarly, man.
Yeah.
Really good show.
Are there any known actors in this?
None.
None?
Not one. I did not know one person, and it was.
It's probably better that way.
Intriguing. Yeah, it was awesome. It was heavy, and the kid was gnarly, dude. So good.
How old is this kid?
13.
Adolescence.
Yeah. Put it on the list.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it is gnarly, dude. Gnarly.
Oh, is Stephen Graham in it? Looks like Stephen Graham.
There you go, Stephen Graham. Yeah, and I know that guy.
You know, he did another movie where he plays a chef at a restaurant, and he has a drug problem, and it's all one continuous shot.
Good.
And there's no way they really could have done special effects to like. It was like one continuous shot of a whole movie.
Yes, dude.
And it's Stephen Graham.
So nice. We met that guy a bunch of times. Were you there any times that we met him? 'Cause he's a
No,
Marco
I don't
Man
think
guy.
so.
You follow him around all the places.
He's like now become. Remember, it's like funny to see the transition from like him being like in first time I've ever saw him was in Snatch.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like a shy, timid person. Now he's like tough guy.
Because he was Public Enemies, right? He was in Public Enemies.
Public
That's where he's
Enemies,
following
yeah.
Michael around.
Boardwalk.
Yeah.
Boardwalk.
Empire guy.
Yeah.
dude, in the movie, he plays the dad, and you realize the influence. He realizes the influence that he had on his own son, and it's not just the social media. So, like, I'm not going to ruin it for everybody, but that's the whole idea. Is like you realize it's not just that; it's family as well. Like the way you're raised, it was crazy.
And it's 4 episodes,
super heavy. Yeah, 1 hour each, 4 episodes, totally worth it. But it's heavy, so be ready.
I'd buy that for $1.
Let's switch gears on like this.
Do something later, bro.
Yeah. Well, also, I want to give a little shout out to Mr. Adam Green on his birthday.
All right, happy birthday. 45.
45 years alive.
Halfway to 90, exactly. I'm doing it.
Is that the goal? 90 years old?
I think the goal's 90 right now. I think that would, it used to be 85, but now I'm going to go for 90. Like, might as well, right? I think I'll stop drinking at like 80.
wait.
No, I'm just kidding. 65.
You said 65 when your liver doesn't.
You're supposed to stop drinking.
Yeah.
No, your brain doesn't produce the brain cells anymore.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to bet you.
Buy that
I'll bet you for that for $1.
Exactly.
Let's see what we're doing at when I'm 60 and you're 65, and we'll be like, "Yo, you want to get a drink?"
Yeah, I'll be
You
like,
wanna go
no,
live on
just
air?
smoke, dude, and just eat these things.
Yeah. Well, there's gonna be something. I mean, in the
there'll be
future,
something
maybe
for
like
sure.
that's 20 years from now.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll be able to like replace a liver and a brain and stuff. They could do all that anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll just we'll be mostly robot. We'll just like put something like a capsule into like our system, and just all of a sudden, woo, woo,
Exactly.
just having a blast.
Yeah. Get Matt involved. Matt, what do you got? Give us some.
Well, I don't want. There's like some stuff. Okay, let's talk about the earthquake in Thailand and how terrifying that was.
Oh my God! How about those
Talked
shots
about
of the
switching
pool?
it up because it's
How about
April
the
Fool's,
shots
and he's
of the
just like,
pool?
No.
dude, yeah, the pool shots.
That was the
like I
scariest
thought
thing
that there
I've
was
ever
some
seen.
sort of plumbing leak or
Yeah.
something, and then you see the shot from there,
Yeah.
Oh my
and you realize what's
gosh.
going on. Like, that was insane.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like literally my nightmare is to be in a skyscraper when something like that.
Did you see the one where like the couple was in the pool in like the love seat
Yes.
and everything, and
Yes.
like they're all like that's
like you think you're just gonna float over the edge. I'd be like, oh no.
If that was happening, I'm like, this is it. This
is it.
is how
This
I
is how
go.
I go.
At a
There was like
stupid rooftop pool in Thailand.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got
Bangkok.
so you. I love how we're seeing like the shots from below. You're seeing the water come down, and then you're seeing people on
right
top. You're seeing all the angles of like there's these influencers inside a
crazy.
building. Then you're seeing that one construct like the skyscraper is
tower
under
goes
construction.
down, yeah.
They even caught like a little glimpse of like the guy on the crane.
Oh, the crane shot was insane.
No. Well, you saw the guy like
Yes.
fly away
Slow
and die.
motion, yes.
But that's such a like the first thing I saw was the person from the street with the cell phone video, and it was just you saw water falling from
Yeah.
the rooftops, and I'm
oh,
like,
and then
what the
huge
hell's going
splashes
on?
landing on people and
Yeah.
they're running away, and it's like, oh my God.
That just shows how many of those are out there. Like I guess the
Yeah.
same thing might happen in San Diego if there was a bad earthquake. Or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And apparently they're dealing with like a civil war while this is going on, and they're still like they didn't even like put a stop to like, all right, everything needs to stop. We got to deal with this earthquake. They're still fighting out there.
Are they at war right now?
There's a civil war thing going on out there.
Oh gosh.
In the country, like they're trying to overthrow the leaders, or what's going on?
So I put down the facts here, or I thought I did.
I need the facts. This is
That's all
April
deep
Fools,
dive.
so we got to be careful.
Wait, where did they go?
Gotta
I thought
be
I saved
careful.
them. But yeah, apparently there's a whole break. I had ChatGPT break it down. There's like these different, like the military is being attacked by these militias, and they're just trying to. I don't know. The military is trying to control it all, but like in the meantime, people are not happy with whatever's being done with the country. I don't know. I'm not really.
Sounds like
really
the United States.
Yeah, sounds like any country.
Sounds like the US of A.
So, did y'all ever see No Escape?
No Escape with Ray Liotta?
No.
Wait, who's that?
The more
Kurt
recent,
Russell.
the more recent No Escape. No, there was a No Escape
was a
with Ray
Ray
Liotta.
Liotta.
Good call. Good reference.
Oh wait, Sylvester Stallone.
No, No Escape came
Which
out
one's that? Escape?
like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was with maybe longer, and it was with Owen Wilson and Pierce Brosnan.
Oh, I heard about it. I didn't turn
It's
it on.
kind of like what
Yeah.
we're talking about right now. It's somewhere, I want to say it's in like Burma or something.
No way.
And he goes there as like an American engineer who works for this big company. They're building a pipeline and everything. So
Right.
he shows up amidst a civil war going on out there, and they kind of decide to target the company that's building the pipeline. And so because he's like the chief engineer that's coming in there, they got his photo plastered up and everything at the hotel. So they're like, get him. So the whole movie is just him and his family, 2 daughters, trying to escape the country.
Yeah, just get out of there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I almost pushed play on that one, and then I was like,
it's a little too real in the field.
Part 2.
What do you mean by too real in the field?
It like it's one of those ones where you're just like, yeah, I could totally see this going down in the and you saw him go from like it was a great Owen Wilson role because you saw him go from like dad to survivalist like really quick, and it was just like, if it comes down to you or my wife and kids, like it's gonna be you, you know, and he flips the switch really quick. So in that sense, it did seem pretty realistic.
Were you in a situation in Europe or something where you had to get out of there? You were like shooting something and you had to get out of there?
Almost. In Turkey, they almost had us. There was a war going on that we didn't even know about here in the U.S. between them and Greece.
Yeah.
The Greeks decided to park a battleship right in front of the Turkish coast, like in their territory.
Turmoil for a while.
Yeah, and it was all over the news. That's all that was going on. We'd be outside filming, and all of a sudden, fighter jets, like not even in formation, just kind of, chaotically,
scrambling.
it's like going towards the battleship and everything. And we always had to have these meetings where like we have like once war is declared, you have like a 2-hour less than period to get out of the country. Otherwise, you're stuck there. So like we had to have those conversations where it was like, okay, like at what point are we dropping everything, probably leaving half of our stuff behind, make sure your passport's on you, and like we got to get out of here. Otherwise, we're here and we don't know when we're getting out.
Or it would have made a good documentary.
Dude, that
so
reminds me.
It would have been some good content.
That reminds me. Listen to this one. This one's the saddest thing ever.
It was like a 4-day almost war.
Since we're going somber, since we're going hardcore somber, heavy April Fool's Day, dude. Do you remember Restrepo and Tim Hetherington? Do you remember that guy? Okay, so like he rolls in, he's the nicest dude, and nicest dude, but still you could see like the hurt and the heavy behind his eyes because he was like that war journalist and like the gnarliest version of it. And he came in and met with Michael Mann, and he was talking and just being whatever, and then he's like, yeah, I'm going back over to Afghanistan or wherever he was going immediately. But he left, and like a week later he was toast, and like they had already shot Restrepo, I think. And yeah, dude, he was done in like a week, and like
he got bombed, right?
Yeah, and Michael lost like his mind for like probably about 2 days
because he did a documentary with him, didn't he?
Yeah,
like what was it called, Witness or something?
Yeah, he was part of Witness. He was part of Witness, and but yeah, he did. His big movie was Hetherington's big movie was Restrepo. But yeah, that was gnarly.
Isn't he who like Richard Gere's character was supposed to be based on in Hunting Party?
I think so.
Yeah, because he was part. Exactly. He was a part of that hunting party.
That's crazy.
The 5 dudes or whatever that went after the Bosnian warlord.
Is that where Restrepo was? Where was Restrepo?
No. Restrepo was in Afghanistan.
Okay,
but that was like a docu. This was like it was based on an article that these guys wrote, but it was scripted.
So crazy.
But no, I remember watching Restrepo in the theater in LA, and dude, I've never seen an audience just react like that. It was so intense.
Yeah, it's crazy because when you explained the one movie with Owen Wilson where you're like, I feel like I'm in it. It's like that one. I was like, oh gosh,
you're a little too close in that.
Yeah,
it's heavy, dude.
Well, on that note, we're gonna take a music break.
I wouldn't be able to do
Let's
it.
take we fooled you. We're starting off on sad stuff, but
we'll be right back with religion.
We'll be right back with
let's hit it.
A real heavy hitter subject like gun control or something like that. This is Coming Home With Me by Fulton Lee. You're live on the Jeffy and Jeffrey Show. Stay tuned.
My name is Jeff.
Welcome back to the Jeffy and Jeffrey Show. It is Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. And of course, it is April Fool's Day, and it is currently 5:25 p.m. I am your host, Mr. Jeff Holt, your captain, here to guide you on a mysterious journey of foolishness. Of course, my 2 guests, I thought they were going to April Fool's me and just bone out on me on my own show. They are back, and they had to go do their business. And
are we allowed to say bone?
This is the Del Taco, dude.
It's contextual. If it's contextual, you're able to say certain things, right?
Contextual? Contractual?
Certain things are used in context. You're able to use it live on air.
Right.
Pretty fun, right? Of course. And of course, we got Matt Mclaughlin and Adam Green here to be my co-hosts.
I almost did that earlier too. I was like, "Where's Jeff with that?" That's the most serious.
That was the
face I've ever seen.
You only get the single air horn.
Right there. It's an air horn, right? It's an air horn, or what is that thing called?
Single air horn, and then like the hype horns, like the multiple. Like that one.
There's the hype. There's the hype.
Get you all hyped up.
I'm hyped.
Well, Matt wants to give a little shout out to someone special out there.
Yes, I wanted to give a shout out to the New Hope Foundation. The New Hope Foundation, it's an animal rescue where basically here in Southern California, when the dogs are on death row, that's this person, Michelle, who is the president of this foundation. If you go by a Petco on the weekend and you see those dogs for adoption, they're basically on death row. Next week they're dead.
So you want to kill these dogs?
I'm just doing a shout out for pet adoption. I didn't
Michelle,
realize this was going to go south.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding
We see your
too.
business card. Michelle Guillen, we see your business card, and we don't support the killing of the dogs.
But you know what? You're showing me an image of this dog. It looks like a very cute dog that is very adopt worthy. I'm surprised that like it was on its last window or whatever it was.
I would love a second dog.
So-
do you have a dog?
I got 3 of them now.
Oh, do you really?
I got one that looks just like yours, the little
thought you were saying it looks
multi-poo,
like me.
or what is it?
Multi-poo, yeah.
Yeah, we have
Little
a
multi-poo?
little
Yeah.
multi-poo. It's about 10 years old. Coco.
Oh, no way. Dude,
But,
those are the best dogs.
So Michelle informed me that these rescues it's probably not the right name for a lot of these places because a lot of the rescues or shelters in California.
Green Mile. Just call them the Green Mile.
It kind of is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
like
end.
well they make money from the state, the more animals that they kill.
No.
They get paid. Yeah, so it's in their best interest to
I hate
How
that
does she
so
even
much.
have that job? I would just quit.
It's so messed up because a lot of people just don't even know, and there's no except for stuff like this or like maybe a documentary. There's no way to really put that out there because it's such an inconvenient truth. People don't really want to know about it or anything. So we adopted a dog this weekend.
No
Michelle
way.
was great. Yeah, we got a puppy. It was
Is it
awesome.
How old is it?
4 months old.
4 months. Okay.
You actually got a puppy?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I don't know. He's a
Let me
mix.
see a picture, dude.
He's my opinion is he's a Rottweiler Labrador mix.
No, you got a monster.
His paws are pretty big. He's It's
dude.
But we need we have little dogs,
Is it
but
a
you
girl or
always
boy?
need that.
It's
Is a
a
boy.
boy.
You always need that one big dog.
Yeah, so you can eat the family just in case you guys pass away, like from cyanide poisoning or something.
we had a big dog before, and that deep bark will send any intruder
He's
away.
handsome. What's his name? What are we going with?
Coffee.
Coffee.
With a K.
I like
John Coffee. Green Mile. See, I told you.
that. Wow.
Perfect.
What a
Look at that cut.
what
Look
a
at
tie.
that.
What a
Callback.
what a
Callback.
unintentional tie
Callback.
or
Full callback.
callback
Yeah,
or
full
tie
callback.
to or whatever reference. That's the word I was looking for.
Green Mile is that is a better. Well, his name
Great movie,
his name
man.
came from Amores Perros, the movie with Gail Garcia Bernal and Diego Luna in Mexico. The dog fights and
Is that
everything.
the Motorcycle Diaries, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they
Okay,
did, they did like the Tijuana dogfighting movie.
Yes.
And he was our dog here, Coffee, was rescued from Tijuana, and
Right.
now he's here. And wow, yeah.
Does he speak Spanish?
He does actually. There's certain commands that he responds to in Spanish and
And you
everything.
have
So
some Spanish
the kids are
going on in the
bilingual
house.
Are they really? Are they fully bilingual? That's awesome.
but they're more motivated to speak Spanish to
Say
the
for
dog
fools,
than
it can be
anyone
anything.
else.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. What was that? I didn't hear.
No, I'm saying they're now they're more motivated to practice Spanish and everything.
So it
because-
knows commands by Spanish.
That's rad.
That's pretty good.
cool.
Tell him
That's
to
a
go to
pretty
his
dog.
house, casita.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go poo poo. How do you say?
You don't want to say that on the radio. do you?
We tell him go potty, but with him it's baño. I point to the door and say baño, and
Baño?
he goes outside and goes to the bathroom. It's
And he's
great.
like,
Dude,
see,
you could talk English. He's only 4 months old. You could.
oh
do
no,
English.
we're switching him
okay.
over. There's he's bilingual too.
Yeah. Okay.
well,
okay, good.
why not make him a smart
wait a
bilingual
sec.
speaking dog or
Dude, yeah,
understanding dog?
Dogs only understand, I think, 200 words
Is it
max.
200? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 200 words max.
Choose
So,
wisely.
Yeah, exactly. Walk outside.
If you're getting mad at maybe
Down.
that's when you get the serious Spanish speaking going. Cállate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on Spanish
That's
words.
Perfect. No, that's perfect. No, I just don't
no
want to say
is
any cuss
universal.
words. I just don't want to say any cuss
No,
words.
it's universal.
I don't want to say any Spanish cuss words because that's where all my mind is going right now. It's
Can we get
straight
away
to
with
the-
Spanish cuss words here?
No way, dude.
I don't think
What
so.
about Thai
way.
cuss words? We were talking about the Thai earthquake earlier. Can I Swear and tie.
No.
What about
Don't do it, man.
hieroglyphs? Can you swear in hieroglyphs?
Yeah. Can I do? I could probably do sign language right now, and you wouldn't know. And that's like,
What is that one?
How
What are
dare
you
you.
doing? Oh, I'm offended.
don't say what I just did out loud.
I was gonna be an interpreter for your sign language.
I think Lauren knows some sign language. She knows what I just did. It's perfect. That's a good one.
Oh, I know. This is the one
where.
where they teach the kids if they gotta go poop.
That's
you
what
do
I was
this
doing.
one.
That's what I was doing. That
Yeah.
one, and then there's this.
I learned that that's one for
and the
immature.
international.
The international I love you sign.
Communicating. You know. Little Top Gun for you. If you ever listened.
Let's
You
do
ever seen?
let's
International communications.
Communications.
Let's
Keep up
discuss
foreign relations, sir.
let's discuss Sing Sing. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Matt caught half of it, so we can like kind of discuss it a little bit.
How do you watch half of it? What do you mean you watched half of it?
It was kind of late.
You just watched Sing? You didn't watch Sing?
Yeah.
Worst joke ever
told. So correct me if I'm wrong, Green.
Sing 0.0.
Green, he got more intrigued what I was telling him earlier is, did you see how they were all casted as themselves?
Yes.
They were all ex-prisoners, especially the main guy.
Yes.
Who,
Oh, so they're ex-prisoners. They're not current prisoners.
well, I don't know, but like the guy with the guy with
get out on
the split in his teeth, he was like he was a scene stealer too, by the way.
Yes.
He wrote that whole movie, that whole screenplay.
The main guy?
No, not the guy, not Coleman
guy that gets
Domingo,
out first.
not Coleman Domingo, the guy that steals the Hamlet role from him.
Really?
He wrote it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
know
because it's
that.
based off his real life, like
That's his real life.
Remember
Okay,
they were
cool.
showing all that
didn't
footage
know.
on the stage at the
Yes.
end.
Yes.
That was him actually there.
Whoa.
It's kind of like a supporting main character, like based on him. Because I would have figured it was based on the main
It's-
guy with the glasses. Like,
Dude, it's Shawshank without the escaping prison. It's
Yeah.
exactly the same story without any kind of escaping prison, just getting on
And there's
parole.
nothing like gang affiliated. Like there's no like
was cool.
there's no shanking
I
or
was
like
really happy there was none of that.
prison stuff like that
Yeah.
you commonly see.
Yeah.
Just them trying to put up a play
It
in
was,
prison.
Yeah, it was Shawshank without
The sadness.
Stephen King. Without Stephen King.
It was like a feel good prison movie.
great performances though. Like the
What's
acting
the
was
one-
phenomenal.
What's
Yeah.
the one with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, the feel good prison movie with them? What's that one? Feel
Life.
good prison movie.
Is that just called Life?
Yeah, it's called Life.
I don't know if it
'cause
was
I get
feel
life
good,
sense.
was it?
Exactly.
I remember watching that in the theater and being like, I thought I signed up
feel
for
good prison movie.
Yeah, but that was
comedy.
kind of feel good. It made you feel good about them.
Exactly.
Am I wrong?
Feel good prison movie. Hanks is in it. You know, it could be anything. You really good feel good prison movie. It's a feel good, Holocaust movie. It's like, what are you gonna say? It's like you can't say that.
Orange
Well,
is the new
that's-
black.
Orange is the new white, or whatever.
Oh,
Orange is the
gosh.
new green.
Exactly. HBO, thanks for making Orange is the New Black the feel good, sitcom. Perfect. So yeah,
Netflix.
Is that Netflix? See, I keep on getting HBO and Netflix mixed up.
They're the juggernauts right now.
Yeah,
the
they are.
juggernauts. Netflix is the most, I think, right?
I
Or
think
is
they both
HBO?
have the most money to spend right
Oh,
now.
they have so much money. Apple's not even close, and Paramount Plus was behind.
Paramount Plus is getting
is
there though.
above Amazon, but behind Netflix.
I
Pretty
really,
sure.
you saw the first episode of Mobland with Tom Hardy and Pierce Brosnan.
Ooh, is that good?
Yeah. Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a
love
guy.
Guy Ritchie.
Did you see Gentlemen?
Yeah.
Have
Well,
you?
no, I've only seen some.
The show though, not the movie.
I've only seen 4 episodes of the show.
And what I was saying to Matt is that
I got to get back into that one.
yeah, that one's like I'm thinking Guy Ritchie needs to only go this route of like I thought the show Gentlemen was way better than the movie.
Guy Ritchie gets it, man. That guy knows exactly how to make everybody completely entertained, and all the dudes handsome, and all the girls pretty, and everything look awesome.
Yeah.
Any
guy
genre
wins,
too.
dude.
He's proven that he can do anything.
Yes, he's so interesting.
What was the
to
war
watch.
movie you were mentioning again?
Oh, The Covenant
The Covenant. Did you see The
I
Covenant?
feel like I did. Which one was that?
with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Where he gets it's like in Afghanistan,
You
right?
probably wouldn't if you watched
And there's an
it.
interpreter.
No, I didn't watch it.
If you watched it, you probably unless like if it wasn't for the opening sequence, you see Guy Ritchie, you wouldn't have thought it was a Guy Ritchie film because it's
Right.
a pretty intense
Yeah.
war movie,
Yeah.
but extraordinary, well done.
Where can I watch that now?
Where's that? Amazon, I think, is where
I think it was
saw
Amazon. Yeah,
Is
that was a
it
good
as-
one.
Is it as good as Roadhouse?
better, but probably not as popular.
Did you guys watch that one? You guys watched that one?
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I thought that movie was
Conor
fun.
It
McGregor.
was so silly. It was
I thought it
ridiculous.
was fun. Yeah.
The original Roadhouse is so good. You know, Swayze
Yeah.
and, Sam Elliott, so perfect. And then this one, Gyllenhaal, I love Gyllenhaal. Don't get me wrong. But, like, so silly.
Well, how much was the budget for this new one?
Zillion?
That's what I'm saying. It was so
slow-mo,
much.
sped up, colored, extremely saturated, colored, like, crazy spectacle of a movie. That's what I felt like.
Well, and they said that like some of the fight scenes were like CGI or something too.
They
like
were. Everything was so silly.
which is great. If you think about like the original Roadhouse was very low budget.
Yeah.
There's a
Ripped
great
out a guy's
documentary
throat.
on Amazon about Patrick Swayze, and so when everyone showed up for set on the first day, he's like, guys, the script is super cheesy.
Yeah.
But we're gonna make it great. You know,
I love that.
and
That's awesome.
they did, and like if you watch Roadhouse, they didn't pull punches. Like these guys were all like actual kickboxers, and they were really hitting each other and bleeding.
That's
and
what Swayze
everything.
said with that final fight where he rips out the guy's throat. He actually said that was like a big fight, and I think Swayze broke his leg or like really twisted his ankle, or like hairline fractured his ankle on one of the fights.
That guy was like an undefeated kickboxing champion,
like a real
or
deal.
something, and like he outweighed Swayze by like probably 3 weight classes or something. So like
Swayze's a midge.
but their fights were pretty intense. And he even said, he goes, I can take this guy. And he goes, one time
right,
Swayze does a roundhouse kick to my stomach and it knocked the wind out of me, and I was like, okay, this guy's the real deal. I thought he was just a ballerina who knew how to dance and was pretending to be a martial artist, but he's the real deal. And
That's rad.
so you could tell that the Roadhouse had like a nothing budget, but just everybody gave it their all. And now these guys took like a movie that's very nostalgic and I don't know, was it $200 million budget or something? Like it felt like
It looks like
apart,
it was like
you know?
85 million
That's what I mean.
for a streaming debut.
It just didn't hit the marks. It was the same way they redid Point Break, and it shouldn't even have been called that.
I love
totally different movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could have been
Different
total
movie.
different movie. Yeah.
Because they mentioned in the
Dudes doing cool-ish.
Well,
That
no.
should have been called.
Dude, no, check this out. It was so easy to name this movie because they had Point Break, so epic, and like they're like boom, boom, boom. Everything was so rad, and Bodie was the man, and Keanu was the man. But dude, they had in the newer one, they kept like going the Great Eight and like the Great Eight. They could have called the movie the Great Eight and still made it that Mountain Dew extreme movie that they made it. You know, and like it was all Mountain Dew sponsored, and Mountain Dew I think was all because this was like kind of before Red Bull got massive, or like Mountain Dew took the reins on it or something. But yeah, they kept like referring to the Great Eight. They could have called this the Great Eight instead of Point Break. They didn't need to call it.
It was silly. It was a silly movie.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that.
I'd buy that for $1.
Forrest Gump that one.
don't buy
That's all I got to say about that.
Buy it for the dollar. Let's take a little break. We'll get back. We're going to talk about our favorite villains that we rooted for
do it.
in cinema history. I hope you have some on the top of your head. Gentlemen, we'll take a break. Think on it. And this is whatever song. Just listen to it. It's called The Milkman by PDUSA. Stay tuned. All right, stop
Is
the
it
song.
April Fools?
Welcome back to the Jeffy and Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio. It's Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. It's 5:45 p.m. The music had to stop. We just want to talk.
We're having too much fun talking. The talking didn't stop when the music started.
Yeah, I know.
So, here's what I'm going to say.
I'm gonna
real
try to-
quick interjection. You know what? I cleaned my shower the other day and I used a little bit of bleach and I splashed it on
that's
my
better.
really favorite chords and I got a couple of dots. And so I colored it in with these gray markers of my kids, and I'm just bummed. It didn't turn out as well as I thought it would. All right, up to you guys.
I think it needs to be a black marker too.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
these are gray.
I've tried that.
Black and white makes
These
gray.
are gray.
I
No,
actually-
these are gray.
I
that's
But it was a white stain.
Oh, maybe I'll do black.
I spilled
Maybe I'll
bleach
do
on my jeans, like a little spot. It was like new jeans. So I colored it with like marker. Like
Yeah.
it was like black jeans, and I colored it with black Sharpie marker a
Did it
little bit.
work?
I kind of dabbed it.
Yeah.
And it worked for a little bit, but
Yeah, I don't think it's
and I
really
never
good.
wash. And in
Kinda
jeans,
bummed out.
how often do you wash jeans? You're not really supposed to wash your jeans.
Once to every 2 months or something
Yeah,
like that.
I barely
T-shirts
wash
once a
them.
month. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's see. Okay.
I wanted to talk about favorite villains we root for. So a classic one, of course, is Tony Montana. Everybody thought he was fun to watch. You kind of rooted for him until the end, and but then there's the villain like Joaquin Phoenix character in Gladiator. You're like, I kind of want this guy to die.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's the anti-hero and then there's the villain.
Well, there's the anti-hero, but then there's the villain, and there's two types of villains. There's villains that you like you kind of root for them because you see their side of the story. Like even Iceman, did you root for him? with Michael Shannon.
Wait. Oh, I thought you meant Iceman from Maverick and Top Gun.
No. There's the.
I was like, I love Iceman.
He was a really good
He's
bad guy.
ice cold, no mistakes.
Well, there's the movie Iceman where it's like actually about a real killer. It's called the Iceman.
He goes, Maverick. I'm sorry about Goose.
That's right. He did that.
Then he goes, I'm sorry.
Everybody liked him.
Everybody liked him.
I still love the Quentin Tarantino explanation of why it's like a secret love story between Iceman and Maverick.
Really?
Yeah. It's in a movie. He did it in a movie, actually.
Well, yeah, because Kelly McGillis wasn't hot enough to be his love interest for real. So Val Kilmer was way hotter than Tom Cruise.
He's a beautiful man. Beautiful man.
Such a beautiful man. Hotter than Patrick Swayze.
Frosted tips, flat top.
Yeah. Can't beat that.
I tried to do that haircut so many times when I had a little bit of hair. I tried to do that haircut. Could never get it. I didn't. My forehead was always too big.
I was like, look at that freaking dork over there.
Tips, baby. Exactly.
I was like, look at that dork over there.
Okay. Watch this.
I'm watching
the villain, because you guys were talking a little bit of Patrick Swayze, Point Break, etc. The parallel, Fast and the Furious, Vin Diesel, the villain in the movie.
He's a villain.
Rooting for Vin Diesel the whole time, dude.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was my favorite one that I was thinking of while you guys were doing that. So yeah, what was the one you were just talking about when we were off the air? Because we're like, dude, we have to get back on the air.
Oh, it was
family.
Because we were talking Patrick Swayze earlier, and so we said, of course, Bodhi in Point Break is going to be one of the quintessential, like you're cheering for the bad guy robbing the bank movie, like the dead president, surfers, and everything. Like even his wisdom that he was preaching, like, hey man, like. The banks, they're just trying to get you down and everything, you know? Like
he's just trying to be free,
like, man. He's making a lot of sense right now.
He does make a lot of sense.
So I think that was a good one.
Give the interesting fact that you also gave us about the stunt that he did.
Oh yeah,
this is hot.
So it was the first time Patrick ever played a bad guy. So he's like, I'm gonna bring it. And when he saw that there was skydiving scenes, he's like, I'm terrified of heights, but I'm going to get up in a plane and we're going to shoot this.
Yes.
Catherine Bigelow, the director, told him, no, you can't because the insurance isn't going to cover our star going up into a plane.
This is before Tom Cruise started doing his baloney, by the way.
Correct.
Swayze started this, dude.
He did.
Sorry.
He was
Sorry to
so
interrupt,
in Roadhouse, he was doing his own stunts. He never once brought in a stuntman. He always did his own stunts. And so those scenes in Point
Tom
Break.
Cruise-ish right there.
Tom Cruise wishes he was Patrick Swayze. Swayze did this first, is what we're saying.
Gotcha.
He wrote the blueprint and everything. And so what he did was Swayze made the director of photography promise him that the day after principal photography ended, they would sneak up, they would go in the plane, they would shoot this, and they turned it into Bigelow. And so basically the footage of Swayze doing the somersaults midair and everything like that, that was the only real skydiving footage in the entire movie. Everything else
That's what you're
was
gonna see. All the flips, all this awesome, like little,
which elevated the movie, you know, which elevated the performance and everything. So, you know, just to show Swayze's dedication, not to man crush too hard.
Exactly. Well, Swayze's a stud, just like in the Chippendales with Chris Farley on Saturday Night Live. Chris Farley just as hot as Patrick Swayze in that scene. That's all.
His moves.
Chris Farley.
Living on a van.
Actually, comes down to moves alone.
I bring the subject. Like, I brought up the segment, but I'm forgetting one of them. But we know what one that just came to my mind is Michael Shannon's character from Man of Steel.
Oh, okay.
Because he's a villain, but he's like, we just got our planet destroyed. What do we do?
I know. But okay. Do you want my personal opinion on this one? I love Henry Cavill and I love Man of Steel, and you know what? Michael Shannon could rot.
He's like, I got to the planet first.
I like him so much. I don't care. But okay, no, I went to Sundance. And Michael Shannon's movie was the only one we saw. It was him and Imogen Poots. And I can't remember the movie is called. It's called like Frankie.
You're not allowed to say that on air.
No, it's a real name.
I'm kidding.
And so yeah, she's the one from that's that awkward moment with Zac Efron. But Imogen Poots and Michael Shannon, and they're doing this movie. But he was up on the stage after, and they're doing their interviews at Sundance. And he's literally so drunk, and he's like, everybody's asking him questions, and he's all, well, I don't know. He's like, I think I just acted that part.
This is Michael Shannon?
Yes. He's all maybe a little over the top. And then like he'd stand up and hold the mic and say it, and then he'd sit back down and be like, oh, and like just kind of sway back and forth. And then Imogen Poots would grab the mic, and she'd be like, "Okay, let me answer a little bit. I can give you a little bit of intro on that, like introspective on that one." But it was so funny because me and King went to that one, and it was ridiculously funny. It was like the only movie we went and saw at Sundance, and it was so.
Did you ever
so
see him
much
read
fun.
that sorority letter?
Read that sorority.
Like
No.
some letter was sent to someone, and then he read the letter, like it was like an angry letter, and he just kind of acted it out.
Oh, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, but no, I did not see him do it before. I'm going to see what the movie was
You know,
called.
another villain that I rooted for, and I would consider him a villain, is Daniel Plainview.
Oh, I was rooting for Daniel Plainview the whole time.
Yeah, but wouldn't you
I love
consider him
Daniel
kind of a
Day-Lewis.
villain? He's like a cutthroat businessman that is willing to do anything he can to
Complete
win.
villain. Complete
Yeah.
villain. Yes, I loved that guy, though, the whole entire movie.
I can't say it, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I was about to say, this is my son
could
and my
say
partner,
that.
HW.
I'll drink your milkshake. That's what you could say.
drink your milkshake.
That's the one you could say. I'm
Drink it up.
Wait, let me see what the movie. Frank and Lola. That's what it was called. 2016. Frank and Lola. So good. I mean, just not so good, but just so weird. I don't know.
Actually, Imogen Poots is considered. Oh, wait, is she considered? Have you watched the show Outer Range
check this
with
out.
Josh Brolin?
Yes.
Do you think maybe I'm so many shows to watch that it's like hard to remember all the details. Isn't she a villain? No, she's the daughter. I can't say it.
I know you don't want to say.
Yeah, I know.
But
Spoiler
the whole
alert.
thing is Imogen Poots. It's like you don't know if she's just a good actress or if she's
She's the
supposed to be
blonde?
pretty. Yeah,
She's like Irish or something.
yes.
Yeah.
It says the log line for this one is a psychosexual noir love story set in Las Vegas and Paris about love, obsession, sex, betrayal, revenge, and ultimately the search for redemption.
Okay.
Frank and Lola. And so like it's ridiculous, but at the same time, when Michael Shannon was at Sundance for it, he was so shattered.
Do you
and
think
it
he
was
just
the
not cared
funniest
about
thing.
this movie? Did you not like how it turned out?
I'll go with 100% yes on that. I
Okay.
agree with that. And he's like, dude, I just did it and it was cool and whatever. And he was just over it. Now, my favorite Michael Shannon movie, if we're talking Michael Shannon right now, Take Shelter. Anybody?
I've never seen it.
What?
It
The
was,
one where the
Jessica.
apocalyptic.
Jennifer Lawrence.
No.
No.
Jessica. What's her name is in it?
Is it Chastain?
Yeah. Zero Dark 30.
So it's the one where he keeps on having these visions that it's the apocalypse.
Yeah.
And then you get your payoff. That one and
That's Jeff
Midnight-
Nichols' director.
Midnight Special, and he did Midnight Special 2, and that one's even better. And that's where I was going with the story.
And Mud.
Because Midnight Special, yeah, Mud's so good.
Yeah.
But Midnight Special is like my top 10 easily, possibly breaking into my top 5. Midnight Special is one of my favorite movies of all time.
All time.
All time. You guys know Midnight Special?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can agree with that because it's
I
one of those ones where
love
I
that
can watch
movie.
anytime it's on, and it's so intriguing. Like it's
Yes.
just the opening scene just sucks you in, and it's like that until the credits start rolling.
Yes. Okay, so I have this theory about movies
And
sometimes.
the payoff, too, towards the end is good.
I have this theory about movies where if there's like it's like an epiphanic moment. Is that a word? Epiphanic moment? Like an epiphany moment?
It is now.
Yeah, it is now.
I like the way you said it.
And an epiphanic moment
Epiphany?
of where the writer has a moment in his life and he sees this one line and he can make an entire movie about it.
And that's
what I
how he
think your
wrote that
boy,
movie.
The Midnight Special.
Yeah.
Because he literally took it out of the one line. He goes to the kid. The kid goes, "You don't have to worry about me anymore." And the dad goes, "No, I like worrying about you. Like worrying about you is my favorite thing I do. Like that's my responsibility, and that's what I do. Like so, the only thing he says is I love worrying about you, and like that to me was enough to build any kind of script you want on. And he could be like, dude, Mike, I now I have this line. I have this one line. I'm gonna make my kid some kind of freaking alien. I'm gonna make him an alien that can see different like radio frequencies on the planet, and like you can be somewhere else, but you're still here, and I'm still like taking care of you because I still care about you because you're my child." So yeah, I thought that was so freaking epic. I love Midnight Special. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's a crazy thing too.
I kinda
because
wanna watch
Midnight
that
Special is
again.
the name of a gun, so it's nuts. You think it's about something else, and it's not. Anyways,
It wasn't what I expected when I watched
not
it,
even
but I was
close.
surprised. I'm happy. It was great.
That kid came into All About the Bread where I used to work in LA.
Hey,
once.
really?
Yeah.
And you're like, bro, you see
I was like, that's I did.
Here?
I went up to him, I'm like, that was a really good movie.
I love that movie.
I'm like, you're doing a good job.
When you see the other frequency of stuff, I'm like, yep.
Yeah, there's too much, like, you can't even really talk about it. Just tell people to see it and just enjoy it. That's really all you can.
Just take 2 hours, turn off your phone.
And focus. Yeah, don't put your phone on. Or at least pause with phone breaks if you have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
If there's an alien on the planet, if there's aliens, that's where my alien is a different frequency. It just sits here and like only sometimes people tune into the different frequency or they tune into ours, whoopsie daisy. That's where my alien would be. Just saying.
Interesting.
But there's so many unanswered questions in that movie, and that's why it's so good. You know, it leaves like it keeps your imagination going, and those are the best movies where you keep thinking about it.
Yeah, it's a father-son relationship. The whole movie's about a father-son relationship, and he's not going to answer all those questions for you. He's like, dude, can't do that.
And they kind of tease the whole theme of what that boy does and everything. You know how like when they show a scary thing too quickly, like they show King Kong too quickly, and then it ruins the anonymity or the scariness of like the Kong or like that's why Jaws is considered good because they tease the shark just enough until you see the shark in your face.
Movie.
Question, Matt, your hand was raised.
I recently watched Signs, and I thought that was a very good example of, and I was telling my kids that as we were watching it, and I was like, this is just like Jaws, where we knew the aliens were there, we didn't see them, and it was so damn scary. And I remember watching that in the movie theater, and the whole theater just being on the edge of their seat, and then you don't see them until like kind of the finale. And
you see like a little like their leg or something in the cornfield or something like that.
But that's what makes it so good. It's the unseen, and that's what they had to do in Jaws because the original shark looks so fake that they were using that they were like, this isn't going to work. So they had to go with like it's the unseen enemy until kind of like the ending final payoff, just because the original shark that they were filming with was so cheesy. So they had to get creative, and adaptability is where the best movies come from.
Yeah, so like the shark that they got in at the end when it jumps onto the boat, that was a different animatronic shark that they pulled in.
They had actual like great white footage as well that they used for a lot of those scenes. They were just like, okay, the electronic one isn't going to work, so they used that. But then they also had the head of the shark and everything coming up onto the boat and everything. But they realized that showing the entire shark was a bad idea.
Yeah, that's rad.
It's a pretty good one.
Spielberg, that guy. I think he might know what he just like.
We're literally hitting the 6 o'clock hour, so let me do the legal ID, and we're going to be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Just give us like 2 minutes.
Welcome to the mic. It's the Jeff and Jeffrey flow. Adam and Matt hold it down with the vibe, frequencies crisp like bacon on a grill. Let Chef cook, serving flavor, no chill. Go Jeff yourself, it's the phrase of the day. Tuned in worldwide, stretching airways to play. From static to the speakers, we breaking the mold. The Jeff and Jeffrey show where the stories get told. Jeff, your show where the stories get told. Yeah. Adam on the reels, flipping carts like it's vinyl. Matt drops the jokes, timing always on final. They're a dynamic crew, buzzing high, never low. Jeff the main man, center stage in the glow. Clock ticking fast, but the rhythm won't fade. Chef slicing through like a radio blade. Sizzling segments, fries, crispy vibes, brave. Let Chef cook, tastemakers hit the wave. Go Jeff yourself, it's the anthem and creed. The Jeff and Jeffrey show, giving all what you need. From the booth to your brain, energy we relay. Keep it fresh, y'all. Press play all day.
Go Jeff yourself.
The Jeffrey Show.
Who could be scared of a Jeffrey?
My name's Jeff.
Chef Jeff. Welcome back to the Jeffy and Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio. It's Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. It is top of the hour, 6 o'clock hour. And should we just jump into what you were just talking about, Matt?
Yeah.
So Jaws.
I have
Back to Jaws.
I have a debate that I always
in
like
Espanol,
to throw.
it's also Jaws.
Yaws?
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Is it Yaws?
I don't know. Just going back to the Spanish speaking, I had no idea. Is it Yaws?
How would you say? I think it's boca, like mouth.
No, it's mouth.
Is it just
Spanish
teeth?
version is boca.
Dentist.
Dentist? Is it just teeth?
Yeah, I know teeth is Jaws. Yeah, maybe a dentist. Maybe dentist.
Sharp teeth?
Dientes boca. Okay.
Dientes.
Yeah, dientes.
So
I didn't hear even what you were saying, but Green, you were saying to save it. What were you talking about?
This is it. Maddie's bringing it right now.
Oh my God, here it comes.
we built it up.
Hold
so
on, let me
much.
build it up a little bit more. Oh my gosh. This is going to be the best story you'll ever hear. Oh, you're in Saddleback.
I'm cooked. You know what? Let's go back to that song we cut off earlier.
Yeah. Ultimate Warrior is about to bring down the story. Okay, go ahead.
So, Jaws or Tremors?
Wait, I thought it was Code Red, not Cold Red.
No, cold.
Oh, I thought it was Code
No,
Red.
it's a play on words.
I know. Now I get
So
it.
that's a good debate because Tremors is actually kind of a sneaky,
Oh,
really
I
good
love
movie.
Tremors.
So it's if you think about it, it's the same movie.
I love Tremors.
Kevin Bacon hated the movie at first.
It's Jaws in the desert.
Or hated shooting it or something like that.
Just
so-
like Hardy didn't like Mad Max. Sorry.
But
Yeah.
which one's better?
The original, right?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying Tremors or Jaws.
Oh, I'm a Tremors fan.
I'm going to have to go with Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tremors.
I'm a Tremors
So
fan.
why is
Yeah.
Tremors a far superior movie than Jaws?
Kevin Bacon. Yeah, I think he was so good. Fred Ward was great too, and so was the other.
Maybe I
crazy
have
dude.
to sit down and watch them again.
I was a huge fan. Like Bacon to me after Footloose, like I know it was like 83 or 84 or something like that, but dude, Bacon owns a movie.
So what did he do Footloose right before?
Right before.
So because he said he did the movie for the money, but it wasn't until like 30 years later that he was finally
so
like proud of
good.
it and everything. But like
Yeah.
he brought his A game to the performance and everything.
Everything was there, dude. He was so good in that. Him and Fred Ward together, it was like the best buddy movie ever.
Yeah.
It was like an 80s buddy movie, like, Beverly Hills Cop or whatever. It was so freaking good.
But we're
I
going
love
after
that
Jaws
stuff.
in the desert.
Okay, go back to Jaws. Go back to Jaws in the
Well,
desert.
no, that was my whole thing. Was like they're very similar movies. We don't see the tremor
Yeah.
until the end. We just know that there's
No.
something snatching people from the
yeah,
ground.
that's true.
You know,
Yeah.
But
Don't
it's
we
so-
see him inside the basement that one time?
Kind of barely. You don't see them until they scare them and they land on the ground, exploding.
And then, because remember we saw like the snake,
Yeah.
Yeah.
arms
See a little
thing and
bit. You
everything.
see a little
but, that was another really good example of like we know there's something in the
Yeah.
sand and it's getting us and we don't know what it is. But
Like that's when they fail. Like with a lot of the Kong movies, is they show the Kong or the Godzilla too quickly.
Yeah.
And then that defeats the whole purpose.
And he's
of-
everybody's best friend right away too.
Yeah.
He's like, I made my best friends. I've decided this is my best friend. And the Kong's like, I made this girlfriend. She's a blonde lady. It doesn't make any sense.
Did you ever see the horror movie? I'm not a horror film fan, but they do a whole interpretation of the viewpoint of the killer.
House of Wax.
No, it's.
I'm just kidding. I don't know which one you're doing. I'm sorry. I just wanted to do that.
Did you never heard of it? It's like literally all the viewpoint of like the psycho killer just killing all these people.
Which movie?
I can't think of it right now. I'll have
I
to.
was just making
Maybe I can
one up.
ask. I'll ask ChatGPT about this.
Who's in it?
All right. So I wanted to. Can we shift gears from movies
Yeah,
really quick? Because I
hear it.
really want to talk about this.
Do it.
2 words.
It's your show, man.
2 words. Torpedo bat.
Whoa. Do you want me to start?
Well, the torpedo bat. Yeah, Green. Actually, you are the more. You're more of the baseball pro here. So tell me.
I'll do
what
it.
your thoughts are on
I'll
this.
nutshell it for everybody super easily. It takes a little bit of the extra wood from your handle, a little bit of the extra wood from your knob, and the base,
At the end of the bat,
knob,
yeah.
yes, and puts it to the sweet spot of the bat to where you want to actually hit the ball.
Yes.
The Yankees did it first, but other teams are already using it.
Oh,
Other teams have
already?
it as well. Yes,
They've
others-
kind of have been doing it, right?
yes.
So give me some backstory here. What's going on?
Okay, so the Yankees have been blowing everybody up.
Yeah.
The Yankees are actually smoking everybody, but the whole thing is
It's a home run derby
the
right now.
Yankees are really good, dude.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. The same way the Dodgers are probably going to win the World Series again. They're the best. So I'm just trying to not make too much like about sports. I'm just gonna be like, dude, here it is. They're taking more juice from the handle, from the knob, putting it on the barrel, and
sweet spot.
Everybody's the sweet spot, and everybody's kind of mad about it. But at the same time, the best hitter on the team, Aaron Judge, is not using it.
Yeah, and he hit 3-run home runs the other day.
He hit three home runs in one game. The whole thing was the Yankees hit 3 home runs on the first 3 pitches of the game the other day.
Yeah,
I think
pitch
it
by
was
pitch
either
by pitch, all
Saturday
3
or
home runs.
Sunday,
Back
First
to back
pitch,
to back.
home run. Second pitch, home run. Third pitch,
Yeah.
home run.
Cody
So that
Bellinger was one
gnarly.
of them.
Yes, he was.
But this is something I heard, though, interesting. It was like
Yes.
out of the 15 home runs, 9 of them were the torpedo bat.
That's right. But not Aaron Judge.
But not Aaron Judge. But he's also a gigantic beast of a man.
He said his first quote was, dude,
He
my
could've been-
last year numbers spoke for themselves. I don't need to change my bat.
Yeah.
And he has like the best. It's his hitting teacher. His hitting teacher. I watch all his videos. It's this guy called the teacher man, the hitting teacher man, or whatever it is. Dude, he's legit, and he knows exactly how to teach this 6'8" monster man how to drop his hammer, and it's freaking awesome. Like if you want to watch, you want to figure out how to hit a baseball, watch this guy's videos. It's absolutely amazing. But you got to be 6'8" because it's not going to work for everybody. And these kids in high school are striking out these days, and the kids in college that are doing, there's too many strikeouts. You want to make some contact? Don't do it like Aaron Judge because he's 6'8" and he's amazing and he's the best there is. Everybody else, do it a little bit differently because you're not going to benefit from what he does. That's all I have to say.
And also, the torpedo bat fits within the regulations of what the bat is supposed to be. There's no illegal foul play going on with these bats.
It's giving you a longer, bigger sweet spot. It's giving you a little bit longer, bigger sweet spot where you can just, tap it a little further, harder, and these guys are all professionals, so they can get out of the park.
You don't want to hit it at the very end of the bat anyway, so why not transfer that weight a little bit towards the closer to the middle of the bat?
They tried this before. It's all been done. It's
It
all
has?
been done. Yes, it has. Like when I was in high school, they made the barrel bigger, longer, and this thing skinnier below. And like people will start breaking bats. They'll figure out what's going on. Like all you got to do is pitch these guys inside, and they'll snap them off. The average hitters won't be able to make the adjustments the way the great hitters can. It's just the way it works.
Well,
Everybody makes adjustments.
Dave Portnoy, he's he's speaks well on baseball, and he was saying what's his name that's got the torpedo bat? I forget the mechanics he's talking about where he's usually late or something. Maybe you can expand on that. But because of the torpedo bat, it's able to help him with because he's I don't know, I can't explain it, but you know what I'm talking about?
Do you know which
Chisholm
guy
Home or
Jazz Chisholm?
Chisholm, yeah.
We call him Jizz Chasm. Okay, so I'll tell you.
Care to explain?
Yeah, Jazz Chisholm. He's a good baseball player, but he's not great. But he's playing in a park now. He's a left-handed hitter that's playing in a park that's a 290-foot fence away from him in right field. And if you cannot hit it out of the ballpark at 290 feet, then you have a problem with you.
Loser!
You shouldn't be in the big leagues anyway. He's doing what he should be doing anyway.
Yeah.
And no joke, I could probably strike out Jazz. Everybody just has to the pitchers just have to make adjustments.
What position did you play?
So back in high school stuff, I was first base, right field, and a little bit of pitching. And then in college, I did pitching, left-handed pitching. And so you just kind of figure stuff out as you go. You have to sit there and go, okay, what's this hitter hitting? What's he doing? Wow, where's the sweet spot on these new bats? Okay, cool. Let's get the new metrics on these, and you figure out where the new cold spots are on the bats, which is going to be inside. They're not going to be able to turn on this stuff. And so the first thing they're going to do is realize that they cannot turn on anything inside. They're going to get all handle. It's all going to be handle. And so, yeah, the end. I don't know. The sweet spot is over the plate.
Did I ever tell you who taught me how to pitch?
Hey,
was it Greg Maddox?
Hey, talk like the deep voice like Ryan Reynolds.
Was it Burt Blyleven?
You just got to
It
compliment.
was Burt Blyleven.
Hey, talk like the deep voice Ryan Reynolds.
Burt Blyleven.
Hi, how you doing, Matt Mclaughlin?
I know.
Lawrence listened to it. She really likes your voice.
Oh, no way. Nice. Oh,
So
there
Burt
you go,
Blyleven was,
Yes.
I was friends with his son. He played with the Angels.
Yeah.
Lived in Orange County when I lived in the city of Orange and everything. And taught me how to pitch. Great guy. I got an autographed ball and baseball cards still in my office at this point. But I hated spending the night at his house because he would always wake us up with farts to the head.
Oh, my goodness. See, that's a bold baseball trick.
And they called him the Frying Dutchman because he was famous for lighting. Because he was
There's
famous
some-
for lighting people's shoes on fire in the dugout. He was like the prankster guy.
Who was
and
the
everything.
original Flying Dutchman?
No, they call him the Frying Dutchman.
No, I know, but there's an original Flying Dutchman. That's why.
Wait, isn't there some
No, the
Isn't there
Flying
something
Dutchman's a
illegal
real
going on
dude.
there where he's like farting in your head and you're like some
Bert
kid?
was great because he was a big
I'm gonna
kid.
be
He
so
would
mad at
take us
myself.
to
Flying
the
Dutchman.
he would take us to the the pitch and putt golf courses, the mini golf.
It's the Pirates of the Caribbean Flying Dutchman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. The Flying Dutchman. Yeah, that's why. I was like, dude, I know that. Oh, sorry, man. Mike Witt was the one that taught me how to pitch and made me realize like what was going on. He's like, you're pitching, not just throwing, silly guy. So like it was, we became.
I actually was a teammate of his son, so we got to do batting pitch with him, or BP with him. And it was so
practice.
easy to hit off of him because he put it right in the strike zone. It was so fun.
Oh, I have a story about that. Quick story. No joke. He would go, okay, and he'd throw us batting practice, and I ripped one and I smacked it out of the dinger parks. You know, I'm like, okay, Dana Hills. I'm like, boom, bonk, gone. And I go, wait, you stink. I'm like, you're supposed to be a professional baseball player. He goes, Adam, are you serious? And I go, just throw it down here. Let's see what you got. And no joke, he broke off the 3 sexiest curveballs I'd ever seen from 12 to 6, and they broke about 3 feet each. And I was like, I couldn't even get near him. And I was like, okay, you win. I'm done. Yeah, you win. Like, because he was just
sexy with an A.
oh, sexy. It was so, to me, baseball is sexy. So I was like, dude, because he's throwing the straightest fastballs for us to hit. And I thought I was good. I'm like, wow, I'm just ripping you, dude. He's like, no, Adam, no.
I am allowing you to do this.
Yes, I'm
It was simply that. Yeah.
completely giving you all the the mechanics to do
You
this.
think you're in control, but you're not.
Oh, and
I
his
control
curveballs
you.
went like this. He threw them and they went vapoof, 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 and the catcher couldn't even catch them. All 3 of them passed him. And it was ridiculous. I'm not even running to first base. That was insane. And like I watched all of them. I swung at every single one of them. I couldn't even get close. It was ridiculous. He threw a perfect game. He had a perfect game for the Angels.
Yeah, he's like one of 16 or 17 pitchers.
Yeah, and he literally said out of his mouth, he goes, dude, I'm all, dude, Mike, you threw a perfect game. What was going through your head? Anything? He goes, no. And I go, but what about the Royals? Like, what were they thinking? He's all, dude, they sucked. They didn't have anybody good when I threw them. It wasn't even a big deal. Like he was so modest about the whole thing. He just goes, no. He's all, who's the best player they had? Like Terry Steinbach or something? He's like, they had nobody. Like he couldn't even name one player on the team. He's all, can you name one player on the team? I'm like, no. Because George Brett was already gone. And he's like, I have nobody. So yeah, it was funny.
But we'll never be Royals.
Royals! Our Lord is here.
I was looking up. Wait,
You know, she actually made that song after Royals.
did that
She
guy
actually
that was
did.
the pitch on acid? Did he do it a no hitter or a perfect game?
That was a
Kurt
no-no.
Schilling? I'm just kidding.
No,
That was a no-no.
it was just a no-no.
I think it was a perfect game.
It was a no-hitter.
No, I think it was a perfect
I'm looking
game.
up lists right now.
That was a perfect game.
He played for the Pirates, and that game was against San Diego.
It was a perfect game.
And it was, what was his name? His nickname was No-No. Because
I'm
of
not
that
seeing
game.
it here. I have the list of
Just
Randy
Goog-
Johnson's pick.
No,
I didn't.
Google who.
Pittsburgh Pirate.
Who pitched a no-hitter with a perfect game on acid? It's like, I think it's
Doc Ellis.
Doc Ellis.
There you go.
Yeah, he's not on this list.
Oh, no-hitter, you're right.
Yeah, he pitched a no-hitter.
Yeah. Doc Ellis, 1970 against the Padres.
I'd love to get those movie rights.
That's probably
Ice Cube
a
has them.
whole.
Can you imagine?
Ice Cube has the
seeing that?
rights because I looked into
But
it.
what is he holding him for then?
What's
Why
the
isn't that getting
visuals?
out
I
there?
think that he was trying to do a biopic, but my whole thing was like I would just do a movie about the game.
Yeah.
Let's just
That'd be
like
rad.
shoot
That's
it
what I
in
mean.
So
San
like the
Diego.
day
Just let
before.
it play. No, just the morning of. It's morning
They should
of,
do
go
like
right
a-
in.
He thought that the game was the next day, so he took the LSD tab, and his girlfriend goes, "What are you doing? You got a game?" And he goes, "Tomorrow." She goes, "Today." So
No
he
way.
called the manager. They put him on a private jet, got him in there, and they gave the catcher. He put different colored tape on his fingers because he couldn't see what signs he was.
We've
putting
done that
out
a couple
there.
times, yeah, because you can't see under the lights. You can't see a lot of things, so you need the tape.
It's a great story.
It should be like one continuous story, not like one continuous shot, but like summed up in a day basically would be really cool. That does sound good.
Some of my best games I ever played were on NyQuil or injured or sick.
It's like because I think it's because you're getting out of your head or you're only focusing
Yeah.
on that one thing.
Exactly. I don't know, but
That's
like
drowsy.
Yeah, I know.
Dayquil or NyQuil?
No, NyQuil.
Like to go to sleep.
Yeah, because I was on NyQuil the night before, so I was sick the morning of, and I'm like, hey, let's play, and I'm like, you just get some rips. I don't know, man.
There's some kind of amphetamine or something.
All right, we're gonna take a little break.
Yeah. Thank you. I gotta pee so bad.
This is Higher by Younger. Stay tuned. You're on the Jeffy and Jeffrey Show.
That's the joy of the Jeffrey, you see. It goes away, but then it comes back. Ah!
Yes, we are back live on the Jeffy and Jeffrey Show, live on Saddleback Radio. It is Tuesday, April 1st, 2025, and it is, of course, April Fool's Day. It's currently 6:24 p.m. We got to get right into it. We're doing man crushes.
Man crushes.
I already know Green's man crush because obviously we've all agreed that Patrick Swayze, it's a collective man crush, but I would already.
That's not my man crush.
It's safe to assume that Henry Cavill is your man crush.
That's my only man crush. I've met a lot of those Avengers and all those Justice Leaguers. Yes, Henry Cavill's the most handsome, most gentlemanly conductly man I've ever met my entire life. Going from that, we were just talking about what's his name?
Robert Redford?
Robert Redford.
Oh, Paul Newman.
Paul Newman.
Newman and Redford.
Yeah, Newman and Redford.
Well, you were telling a story why someone should be famous. Is that what we're going to talk about?
Yeah, but I don't know the exact story, so it's going to be hard to tell. So it's like Paul Newman wasn't supposed to be famous because it was Brando already, and Brando had the roles, and they decided to give one chance to Newman, and Newman got it, and they're like, okay, great. And he got a minimal following, and they decided to give him one more role. And then from there, he exploded, and he actually got a massive following. And then he got his wife, and then they took off from there together, of kind of thing. I don't know if anybody knows the story.
I'm asking ChatGPT, but it's like he was almost overshadowed by James Dean. Like there's factors.
It's James Dean. Okay, sorry, it was not Marlon Brando. It was James Dean.
Oh, okay.
He had no business being there, and James Dean was that hot. The whole thing was that hot. And then who was?
They kind of look the same.
Who was Newman's wife? Newman's wife was. That's why I'm not that versed on this. That's why I couldn't tell you.
Oh my God!
Am I that bad? Lauren Bacall?
Newman killed James Dean.
That's it.
Do you think he cut his brakes?
He was a race car driver.
I know.
Dude.
He cut his brakes.
We just discovered
the case. Cracked the case.
Conspiracy. Hey, you got to keep that little post up there.
No cussing symbol goes down.
I need you to not
the
forget.
Alanuf goes down.
Yeah, we need Miss Lauren Alanuf to
the bridge is
reminded.
out.
The bridge is out.
Get down.
Exactly. Chopper, get to the chopper now. Okay. So yeah, who was Newman's wife? Newman's wife was.
I'll look that up really quick here.
But yeah, it was like a whoopsie daisy famousness,
wife.
dude. The same way that Leonardo DiCaprio took the spot of River Phoenix.
Jackie White?
Yeah, I think it was
or
Jackie
Joanne
White.
Woodward.
Joanne Woodward, the real one. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but it was the same way that River Phoenix went away, and Leonardo DiCaprio goes, "Hey, I look exactly like him. I'll just do his infamy."
Yeah. Well, what's his name
infamous.
got canceled? James Franco, and then there's this other guy that's the boyfriend of Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Looks exactly like him and sounds like him.
Dude.
And he's in a lot of stuff right now.
Franco looks bad. Have you seen him lately?
No.
He's massive.
Oh, he just got some weight on him?
Yeah, he's massive now. He just looks like garbage. He looks like Seth Rogen used to look like, kind of almost the Jonah Hilly.
Ballpark number.
He's probably 5'10", so 250. Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't want to be 250 unless you're a reacher.
The most I ever weighed at 6'2" was 239.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, dude, I didn't think I got to 239 at 6'2" as well. And like, yeah. I think
that was like me just giving up for a while in my early 20s. No one gives up in their early 20s.
No, I give up after baseball, and I put on a bunch of weight. I got to 230, and I'm like, I'm too big, man. Yeah, I'm all.
It's hard to know which ones are like most, but
I feel like Bloaty McBloaterson.
does it kind of like this one on the? Does it look kind of like that on the on your right?
Put with him, but James Franco in the streets, paparazzi.
James Franco
recent in the streets, paparazzi recent. And you'll see it. It's like he's walking in this hooded sweatshirt, and he's got all this stuff, and he's just like portly.
Yeah.
I'm going to rip into a taco while you're looking this up.
Are you really?
Yeah. Eat a taco. Make it loud. Make it really loud.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah. It's hard to say because he's got like a hat on, and
so yeah, there you go. It's the one with the belly.
no one ever
white
looks
sweatshirt.
good on the streets, anyways.
No, exactly. I feel like I look good on the
Freak in the
streets.
sheets.
I feel like I look good on the streets and a freak in the sheets at all times.
Well, yeah.
So,
I'm trying to think of other actors that have like replaced other actors.
River Phoenix in the Leo is a big one. Who do you think that the one guy?
Jamie Presley and Margot Robbie.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
But
they're
Jamie
like kind of
Presley didn't
age.
die.
Their age is kind of like
Jamie Presley just
spread out a
expired.
little bit. Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Here's a weird one. I think Jeff, you were there for this. We were on Sunset Boulevard. We were out in front of Saddle Ranch, and it was Vanity Fair party across
Michael
the street.
Pitt.
Michael Pitt. Exactly. I was trying to think of his name.
That was a weird sighting.
Michael Pitt rolls up right in front of us. He's got his like trench coat on, his pursed up like rosy red lips. He's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" It's like, "Hey, it's me, Michael
I'm
Pitt."
so creeped out already.
I know.
I didn't say
Not
any-
even like that. Like, I'm all, like I don't want to know
Also,
anymore.
He's like,
Also-
"It's Michael Pitt, guys. You guys got a cigarette?"
You know,
We're
he
like,
didn't say
"What?"
one word to us. He did
No,
not
he's
say
like, "Look,
one
it's
word
like,
to
a
us.
cigarette. I'm
No,
like,
he just wanted to
"What?"
get away. He was the one. He's like, oh, I wish I had Leonardo DiCaprio's career.
He does wish
Yeah.
he did. He's not as good as an actor.
But he did get Boardwalk Empire. I mean, that was
That's
a
what I mean.
pretty good
but
one
he
for
was,
him.
Does he
he was
just play
killed in like
himself?
the first 2 seasons. Though.
What's that?
Does he just play himself?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
His
Yeah.
best one was like the Young Lovers or whatever with Ava Green, and that was the end of him. Like that's what I thought for him.
Yeah, I like him as an actor, but he doesn't
That's
seem
so
to.
funny.
He has
Michael Pitt.
unfortunate.
I'm so glad you remember that.
and
I
then,
could not
and
think
then
of
we
his name.
got Tom Hardy, and then the guy from the OC that did
Yeah.
that sci-fi movie where he gets the
Logan Marshall Green.
Logan Marshall Green.
See, I know that one.
Now we're talking about
Sucks.
lookalikes. What?
Yeah, lookalikes.
What sci-fi movie?
We're
Prometheus.
No. He gets
Prometheus.
a thing put in his spine, and then all of a sudden he's got like superpowers almost.
That was a great
Upgrade, yes,
movie.
Upgrade.
I loved
Very good
Upgrade.
movie.
Upgrade
One
was
of my
awesome.
favorite sci-fi movies of all time. If you're going to like
Agreed.
rate sci-fi
That's a
movies,
great
top
one, yeah.
5.
And
That
he
could've
was, he was good in it as well.
That could have been like a cool Black Mirror episode, but they just made it a full-length feature movie.
Did you guys see the latest Alien movie? Did you guys see the latest one?
No, I think I
Alien.
heard it was good, right?
It was amazing. It was like
Yeah, I
really,
heard it was good.
really good.
What's it called?
Alien Party Time or something.
Alien.
Just look up Alien
It's-
2024, man.
It's
Yeah.
Alien Disco.
Do Alien 2024 on your little sweet little laptop over there. What's it say? What's a Macintosh say? Everybody calls it the Mac. It's a Macintosh. Like, why do they just call it the Macintosh now?
Let's do Alien. Alien Disco Party.
Alien.
20.
That sounds like a fun movie, actually.
Yeah, I know. Alien Disco
The
Party.
aliens are just really misunderstood.
That was like
they're just trying to
Just wanna
neighborhood
party,
watch,
dude.
like neighborhood watch with the Watch with Vince Vaughn. So good.
Alien Earth or Alien Romulus? There's two of them.
Romulus.
There's one 2025.
Romulus. Romulus was the one. It was so good. It's on HBO or something. You can watch HBO.
Romulus,
which means
huh?
it's on Netflix.
It's on Hulu.
There
I
you
have
go.
Hulu.
Dude, watch it. It's so good. It's really
Yeah.
good. Did you watch the latest Predator one where they're in like it's like Pocahontas days.
Is that when they're getting transported to another planet?
I don't know.
Like
It's
Adrian
Pocahontas.
Brody's.
It's Native
honestly
Americans, it's
Pocahontas.
bears.
Oh, that one's so good.
Yeah.
It's like what tribe is it?
Yes, Pocahontas. Sacagawea?
No.
Did
It's
they
a,
say what tribe it was in the movie?
yeah, they do. They do say what it is.
Didn't the girl
Cherokee?
direct it?
What?
I heard the main character directed that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's called
Well, dude, watch the Alien one. That one's rad. The Romulus one.
Predator.
That one's really good.
I don't know. Can't find it.
Okay.
I don't want people listening.
Everybody
to me search.
listening, don't wait for Jeff to find it.
Now we're
Just go
stuck.
see it.
Now we're stuck having to find it.
Yeah. Just wait. Just wait.
Wait a second.
We could talk about something else, or we could not.
No. You posed a question that favorite
Nice.
favorite actor that dances.
$10.
Ooh. Those are 10? $1.
Don't make me do it.
I'd buy that for a
Put them on.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
impressed.
ladies and gentlemen, they're
dollar
testing
store.
sunglasses right now.
These are better.
This is riveting radio, ladies and gentlemen. We have a real
Dollar Tree.
compelling radio
$10
segment happening
about
here.
$1.
Yeah, let's ask the question: favorite actor that dances? Favorite dancing actor?
Which one did I say? Oh, dude, it's what's his name? Sam Rockwell.
He's pretty good.
He's the best dancing actor there is.
My favorite, Christopher Walken.
Oh, that's good. Because he's
Christopher
the
Walken.
Moby album. The Moby.
Yeah,
the
but he
Moby
does.
video.
He's done other stuff too. But yeah,
What else?
I caught him in a clip of another movie. But yeah, he does in that music
Moby
video.
music
It's
video.
kind of weird because it looks like a special effect.
Wow.
Like his
'Cause
head
he's
doesn't
that
move.
good. No, because he's that good.
Yeah.
Wow. I really want to learn how to like kind of sea walk and shuffle and be able to do that at a party and be like, hey, everybody, watch this. And like, not that I need everybody to watch my dancing, but at the same time, I'd be like, what's that?
What type of dancing though?
Sea walking and shuffling at the same time and like do both sea walking and shuffling. I want to do it. I want to learn how to do it.
Your special move though is the thing where you do the flip from the ground.
I can flip up.
Can
from
you
the
still
ground.
do that now?
I try
without breaking your neck.
No, I can do it. I just need about 4 tries because I can't do it on the first try unless I'm really.
I was always impressed that you could do that because I've always wanted to be able to do that.
I can do the Bruce Lee like flip up off the back.
Like you kick your legs out and you land on your feet.
Yeah, I can do that one. And like when I'm in better shape, it's super easy. When I'm like in decent shape, it's hard. And then if I'm not in shape, then it's impossible. It's all core strength.
I feel like you're gonna do it one time and just pull your back out doing it though.
I don't think it's a back pull thing. It's just like you're gonna hurt yourself because you're gonna just break your spine. But yeah, no, it's not that hard. Once you learn it, it's like you teach yourself how to do it. It's just like push-ups. You keep just doing them, and pull-ups. You just keep doing them until you figure it out.
Yeah. Well, you can learn how to crip walk. They have a crip walking class here at Saddleback.
Why do I want to crip walk? I want to shuffle. I think shuffling's the best. I think shuffling's so fun to watch.
What's the shuffle? Just do one.
Just Shuffle Savvy. No, I can't do it. That's what I'm saying. I go to Shuffle Savvy on the Instagram, and you can watch the girl like she teaches you all the shuffling moves. It's so cool.
Is it kind of like you're running in place, but you're moving your feet in different directions?
But cool.
Yeah,
like, not dorky. Not like Roger Rabbit. Like
flapper type stuff.
No, more like just like fun, like aerobically, awesomely. I don't know, in tune. I don't know. I don't even know how to put it. It's cool. It's kind of like crip walk, but cool.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen these at like
it's more
festivals or something like that.
It'd be more like a festival thing.
You don't have a best dancing actor?
Who's your best dancing actor?
Anybody?
Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn's a good dancing actor in Swingers. Like Vince Vaughn would be a good one.
He danced in Swingers?
Oh, dude. He's the best dancer in Swingers. Do you remember that?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Think Vaughn in Swingers.
I got to think about this movie now.
I've
seen this movie like 1,000 times. He
was the one that made the movie, dude. Oh, because he did it. He was
You're talking about Swingers with Jon Favreau?
Yes.
But no, if Jon Favreau danced in it, not Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn didn't dance?
The director, Jon Favreau, danced with Heather Graham at the end. Is that what you mean?
That's a great point.
I was racking my brain. I'm like, wait,
Vince Vaughn. Oh, did a good one was.
Okay, so no, Vince Vaughn danced in Wedding Crashers where he murdered it with what's her name.
Yeah, it was like I like still. It doesn't have to be like professional dancing. I like the goofy dancing too.
There's a scene with Vince Vaughn. He does it in Swingers too because that's why he busted.
In Swingers
out.
too, the sequel.
No, Swingers as well. No, he does it, and like that's why. Vince Vaughn goes, dude, I cannot dance because the dad already saw me. He's all, it's too late. Like he sits there in the Wedding Crashers. But he doesn't, I swear he does it in Swingers because he sets the example for Mikey. And then Mikey goes, okay, I'm ready to show you my actual Swingers moves. I will have to watch it again.
All right, we're going to watch that scene right now. We're going to take a little break. This is Keep Moving by Mo. Stay tuned. You're live on Jeffy and Jeffrey Show. All right, it's enough of that. Welcome back to the Jeffy and Jeffrey Show live on Saddleback Radio. It is Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. It is approaching 6:44 p.m. It does not get more live than that, folks. And I am, of course, your host, Chef Jeff. Just let me cook.
Cook, dude.
I'm cooking.
Ham and eggs.
I'm going to whisper. Cook. And
I'll just take mine to go.
Yeah. Put it in a little box. You want some utensils, or you got some at home, or whatever?
Of course, I got my two co-hosts here, Mr. Matt Mclaughlin and Adam Green.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Do your Ryan Reynolds again, Matt.
Baldoni, I'm coming for you.
Let me do my Blake Lively. Hey, I don't like anybody. There you go.
I'm going to do my Jennifer Aniston. Oh.
That's so over the top. But it was very accurate at the same time.
Oh, gosh. Hey, I don't like anybody. Oh, I look like a foot. Okay. You guys told me to say that. It's on the script right here. It says it on the script.
I thought it was Sarah Jessica that looked like a foot.
It is Sarah Jessica Parker looking like a foot. It's like, and then there was this or whatever that new show's called. What's our new show called? Not Sex and the City. It's and then it happened like this.
Sex in the City. I
Yeah,
never
it's
really.
like, and then there was one or something. What was it? Like, I don't know.
I can't think of what it's called.
But I guess it's still on. It's doing okay, right?
And Whoopsie Daisy Who.
And just like that. And just like that. Oh, that was going to bug me.
And
God.
just like that.
I wouldn't have slept tonight.
I know.
Jeff, get us back in the game.
No. And just like that, the pretty girl was gone.
You're never gonna guess the title of this. Amish. You're ruining my delivery here. Amish ambush. Pennsylvania police are investigating a string of armed robberies targeting Amish buggies. Authorities say an armed man approached two separate buggies in Mercer County's Lackawannock Township Thursday night, demanding wallets at gunpoint. One victim complied, handing over his wallet before the suspect fled in a small black sedan. The second victim refused, and the suspect drove away. Both victims described the suspect as a white male in dark clothing and a medical mask.
How much did he take?
3 parcels and 2 nuts for a wheel. I don't know.
Listen,
police have not identified the driver of the getaway vehicle. Investigators are urging anyone with information to come forward. I smell a Liam Neeson movie.
No, I smell Kingpin. It sounds like Ernie McCracken, dude. It sounds like Ernie McCracken. What's his name in the movie?
Oh, yeah, it's like Ernie McCracken's Revenge.
Exactly.
Can I tell a story?
Yeah, please do.
Can I tell an Amish story real quick?
I want to hear an Amish story.
What?
So
Tell
here's
a story.
and this is what makes me think.
You know what, man? I'm
why-
sick of all your Amish stories.
No.
Yeah, power steering and Landau roofing and power steering or whatever.
All
it
right,
is.
so no more interruptions.
I'm going to throw out a theory. Here's why this guy was arrested, or I'm sorry, robbed. I know the Amish in Pennsylvania are roof layers, as they say. Like they're famous for doing that. The Amish make a lot of money doing that. And at one point, the FBI actually investigated them because they were hiring the Pagans motorcycle gang to do the roofing for them. They got into business with the Pagans. The Pagans were really good roofers because they would do meth when they were laying shingles
Whoa,
down
so
and
they need
everything.
good roofs,
They're more
yeah.
efficient, I guess.
So the Amish were like, hey, these guys are great. Like, we got to hire more of the pagans and everything. So the pagans the pagans and the Amish roofers become friends, right? And what did the pagans learn about? Rumspringer. What is Rumspringer? Rumspringer is when the Amish kids, they graduate high school in Amish community at 18 years old, and they have that 2-year period where they're allowed to party. You're allowed to party as an Amish. Rumspringer.
I'd buy that.
I thought you were gonna. I thought he was gonna horn me. Okay. Rumspringer. So Rumspringer is when. So the pagans found out about this, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, this is a huge." Market that we are not utilizing.
Wow.
So the pagans started dealing drugs to the Amish kids on Rumspringer, and all these Amish kids started ODing. The Amish elders go to the cops and say, what is going on? They send an undercover in.
No.
FBI goes undercover in the Amish community, build a case, arrest a bunch of the Amish roofers and the pagans for criminal. Yeah, true story. That's why the guy got robbed.
That's what I. But
He
I
had
don't
meth
think you-
money on him.
But-
my only question was going to be: is that a true story?
It is a true story.
You ended with a true story, so
That's a good story. I like it.
That's cool, man.
But
that
I
was-
think that's why, like, they got money, dude. That's what I'm saying.
So what, I never understood this though. Amish don't do like what everybody else does. Like they don't
Amish
do
don't
money.
do
they don't.
what everybody does.
They don't do the U.S. dollar, right? Or do they? Like
Well,
I
they
don't,
do. If they
They
have
have to.
roofing
They have
businesses, if they have the artificial fires that they sell on, what is it, the late night infomercials and everything, then they do. They,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they
I get kind of confused because they keep themselves separate from everybody. Like, so how?
But they still have businesses.
Yeah.
They have like Amish furniture and everything like that.
That's true.
So they were known for like making the best quality roofs in Pennsylvania. But the Amish were like, oh man, it'll take us like 2 or 3 days to lay a roof down. But oh man, these pagans all methed out, they'll put that room together, that roof together in like 2 or 3 hours. So that's how that union started with the motorcycle gang and the Amish.
But I say what would be an interesting movie is you have like Liam Neeson as an Amish and they get robbed, and then one of the his wife gets killed, and then he's like, Amish is gonna Amish, and then goes after this pagan, army of meth
in his
dealers.
carriage. Dude. He's chasing the motorcycles in his carriage with the one horse.
And he's got like a whip.
Retired. He retired. He's done.
Well, then we got to get someone else.
Are we gonna get Tom Hanks?
We're gonna get Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. No, but Tom Hanks is the same age as Liam Neeson. We could get Tom Hanks. He'd be tough. Road to Perdition. Tom Hanks was tough.
That was a good one.
Love
Sam
Road to
Mendes.
Perdition.
Oh, speaking of Sam Mendes. So the Fab Four are heading back to the big screen and made their new film series about the Beatles. Paul Mescal will play Paul McCartney. Barry Coygan takes on Ringo. They're all like actors that you've seen, but you just do know their names. And then it's obviously going to be directed by Sam Mendes. Sir Sam Mendes, by the way. Wow. And it will each focus on a different member's. It's going to be 4 films directed by Sam Mendes. Will each focus on the different members' perspective.
Stop. They're really going to make 4 films about
They're
the
literally
Beatles?
doing like The Hobbit, but breaking it into 4 parts. So
Sounds like a snooze fest. Why? Are they going to put that on Disney? Just make it
well,
for
he said
Disney
it's
Plus?
not going to be made for TV. It's going to be made for the theater because he's
No. Just make it about one movie. That's
yeah, but
terrible.
Beatles is kind of like the biggest of all rock docs you could imagine, right?
I hate it already.
Well, I like the Beatles.
I love the Beatles. What's that movie called where the guy does the thing where the Beatles disappear and he takes all their music?
Something universe, across the universe.
Across the universe.
I've never seen it.
No, not across the universe. There's another one.
Oh, I know. I know the premise of that movie, but I've never seen it.
Or something like
Yeah.
that. But dude, that movie was neat. It was neat. But like, there's one scene that makes the movie. This goes back to my theory about like, dude, I have one thing that's gonna I'm gonna do a thing and then I'm gonna make a whole movie around it. And it's the guy does a scene where he meets John Lennon if he never was the Beatles. And that's what he does in the movie. He meets John Lennon and John Lennon's like, hey man, and he's like the coolest dude and he was never a Beatle. And it's, I don't know, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but you can honestly fast forward the whole movie and watch the scene where he meets John Lennon. Just
Yeah,
saying.
that's kind of like the same thing with the Alamo one. Remember he does it's what the guy with the apples. I'm blanking on his name. I'm blanking on his name.
Davy Crockett?
Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
And he does like the violin scene.
Yeah.
At the Alamo.
Yeah, I'm a
I
scraper.
think you told me to watch it.
I'm
You're
a
like,
scraper.
this is the only scene to watch.
It's the only scene to watch because every other part of the movie is just boring.
Yeah.
Just watch the final fight. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Billy Bob Thornton.
Kind of
Yeah,
like
right.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Like I love that movie, but the ending scene is so grandiose and epic that it's like I'm like I could just watch that scene over and over again.
Some of them you can watch the build up and it's worth it, but some of them you don't have to watch the build up.
Actually, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly all the way through is good.
So you can watch that.
Yeah.
And like I will watch the slowest burn movie of all time. I will watch Meet Joe Black every time for the slowest burn, for the tears falling out of the eyes. Give me the.
I'll cry.
Give me
I'll
all
cry
the
that
Anthony
movie.
Hopkins.
They just
give
like
me all the Brad Pitt.
they scratch the violin in
your.
your ears holes, and you're just like, oh my god.
That's my movie, man. That's my top 3.
Oh, Brad Pitt. Why did
I love that movie, dude. I will watch it every time, and I love it, and I will cry my eyes out. I'm like, there it is. Not a man like you.
I love that
buddy.
actress, too.
Not a man like you. Yeah, Claire Filoni. She nails it.
She nails it.
Nails it. So good.
We're
There's a lot of action here tonight.
there's a lot of people
action.
moving
A
through
lot of
here.
people moving through.
Excuse us.
Matt, what do you want to say? Do you have anything else to say? Do you want to plug some other animal killer places?
I was thinking about
I was waiting for Matt to say something there.
You want to talk about some other?
Because I know he's thinking, like, I'm looking at you, like, you're
slaughterhouses?
thinking about something there.
no, I was going back
stewing.
Another
to
Green Miles.
Road to Perdition.
Yeah?
I met Thomas Newman once.
Great movie, by the way.
Thomas Newman was the film composer for Road to Perdition. He also
love that movie.
famously did Shawshank Redemption and Finding Nemo.
Hmm.
And when I met him, he said Road to Perdition was the score he was the most proud of. And especially
so good.
He goes the opening title sequence where it's like kind of like that Irish
Yes.
tune
Yeah.
and everything. He's like, that's the most
putting
proud
it on.
of.
I'm putting it on.
Yeah.
Can you bust
so
it
for
out?
the audience of the Jeffrey show, like give Road to Perdition a watch. If anything, watch the first 3 or 4 minutes, the opening scene, because Thomas Newman, it's here.
It was so good,
by
dude. And it's that noir.
Wait, there's a movie I wanted to talk about.
It's that noir genre. And no joke, that movie, dude, Hanks, and they do the shootout, and then you get what's his name with the five head. I always forget his name. Jude Law. Jude Law's the bad guy, and he does this whole thing where he takes pictures of the dead people. Dude. That movie. I got a question. Road to Perdition.
Did you see that?
And you get Paul Newman, dude. You get Paul Newman.
Did you see that Oscar-winning animated movie called Flow?
I've not watched it.
And they did it all off a free program.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it's really good. Your kids could actually watch it because there's no humans in it. There's no dialogue. It's just animals trying to get out of a flood.
Rad.
And it's
my kids will like it. I mean, at least Wyatt.
There might be some intense themes, but like it's so they use like for $3 million as opposed to whatever the other nominated movies that cost $200 million.
$200 million.
They made it off a free program.
They won.
And it's actually like a good story how they do it.
That's so rad.
Because it just sounds like a big advertisement for this.
There's no advertising here.
No, that sounds like this Academy Award sounds like an advertisement for this animation software.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'm gonna use it.
Buy some stock.
Do you think? That's a good one?
I'm gonna purchase.
Is all the stock market going to crash tomorrow? By the way, because the tariffs are going to hit. Is everybody just going to go kaput?
I thought that happened today.
No, it hits tomorrow.
Isn't the state tax in right now? Didn't our state tax just go up today?
No, I think it hits tomorrow.
I stopped playing the stock market after the
one plays the stock
frozen
market.
pork bellies went tits up.
When what?
The frozen pork bellies went tits up.
Buy and sell.
Remember
like
Trading
baseball
Spaces?
cards.
Frozen pork bellies.
I never saw Trading Spaces.
Oranges.
You know what? We're out of here.
Oranges. yeah, we're
Jeff's
gone.
never seen Trading Spaces.
The oranges.
What
No,
are you
we're
talking
doing-
about movies then?
It's all about oranges in that movie, man.
Yeah.
Frozen
By the way,
oranges.
Exactly.
By the way, I
And
finished
frozen pork bellies.
By the way,
Exactly.
I finished season 3 Reacher. I thought there was gonna be a 4th season.
Wait.
I haven't seen the last
finale
episode
so
yet.
don't say
Yeah.
anything.
neither
You haven't
have I.
finished it?
No, me and
No,
Lauren are
I'm
waiting.
I thought it was
I'm
catching
not
up
second
to
to
all
last.
y'all.
No. The last episode came out last week, and me and Lauren have not watched. Maddie has not watched that. So yeah.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Well, it's just not really like much to spoil. Like that Reacher's gonna reach.
You know he's gonna reach. He's got 25 episodes of reaching.
How many seasons do they have slated? I wonder. I hope it just goes on.
25
Keep
of
going.
these.
He
and
talks
it'll
about
be
he
okay.
wants to go on forever.
Here's
It could.
funny to me.
It's like Bosch. It could go on forever.
Yeah.
He's only 6'3". I thought he was
Yeah,
6'5".
he's a little bit shorter
That
than
just shows how short most actors are.
Yeah.
Gosh, that means
like
they're
a
all
giant.
midgets because he looks huge next to all those guys.
Well,
Yeah.
he put on like 70 or 80 pounds of
He's
muscle compared to
6'3",
what he
235.
looked like on Blue Mountain State.
He's 6'3", 235.
He's a brick-ish house for sure.
I'm 6'2", 212.
Yeah,
like,
remember
he's
that-
only like 1 inch taller than me, and like
and-
whoop.
Yeah, that other guy
You gotta be
with the
kidding.
big beard, that's
Yeah.
the gate guard. He
Yeah.
can't. I mean, he's probably like 6'5" then.
No, he's 6'7".
Probably 6'7",
Oh, he is?
6'8".
Okay,
I was gonna
6'7".
say he's probably like a
I
bigger
saw like
guy.
some interview. He's like actually like a real nice sweetheart of a guy.
He's a bodybuilder. And,
Yeah,
right?
he doesn't really look like that. Like Reacher looks more of like a bodybuilder in comparison to him.
Right, because Reacher's ripped. He's camera ready.
Yeah.
He's like, "Rrrr."
The other guy's just a massive giant.
Yeah.
What episode are you in on Reach?
I'm ready for the end.
Second to last, yes, Sam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're ready for the end. We just haven't watched it yet.
Okay. Well, it's a good show.
I know.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert!
It's a good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, how many books are there? There's got to be like
25.
25 books.
25 graphic novels of awesome.
All right. Let's wrap this show up.
Yeah, let's go to Santorini's.
Let's go get some beers. Let's get drunk, boys.
Road to Perdition.
Let's celebrate Green's birthday.
Oh, yeah, let's go out.
There it is.
All right, listen to it. We're gonna you get 5 seconds of it.
There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, I remember I let somebody borrow this movie and they didn't give it back, and I was really mad.
And like even the music, like it goes with like the scene changes, the shot changes, like it.
I can do
It goes perfectly.
I can do a soft teardrop on this one. He's just trying to take his son to a safe place.
All right.
They give you that
I hope we,
picture, too. They're just trying
ladies
to
and
take his son to a
gentlemen,
safe place.
you never know where this show's gonna
Oh,
go.
that's
I hope
good.
we learned something today. Take care of yourself.
April Fools.
Be healthy. Be nice to each other. Get some good rest if you can.
And the pagans know how to lay roof.
Yeah, but they only know how to do it on substance, which is
And Patrick Swayze shreds.
Patrick Swayze shreds. We've all agreed that he's the best dancer.
Yeah, and he's the original, stuntman.
He is the original stuntman. He did it. He did it before Tom Cruise could do it, like 20 years later.
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, ta-ta there. And oh wait, I have one more thing. One more thing for you.
Go Jeff yourself.
Good night.
Go Jeff yourself.
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 And of course, go Jeff yourself.
Also, please don't forget to go Jeff yourself.